What's up, Stats Gang? This is your girl coming to you live. Okay, we live, baby. I'm about to show you a full sew-in lace closure. Not really a tutorial because I really didn't go into detail with this video, and most of it will be sped up. But if you want to see a detailed video, I will. So thank y'all for watching. So in this video, you're gonna see me have three needles threaded because it makes the process go faster. And what I'm doing here is just sewing down the braids. I take the bottom braid and sew it to the braid around the perimeter, and I take the other couple of braids and just sew it in between the braids that I have going back. This is just so you can get a flat sew-in because you don't want it to be bulky and stuff. So you want to make sure you sew those braids down around the perimeter or anywhere that you have space. So don't kind of bunch them together. Just make sure you have space whenever you lay them. It will help you get that flat look that you do want, okay? Okay, so in this clip, I'm just going to show you the oil that I'm using for my hair, which is some Salon Pro hair food that has aloe vera. It's olive oil hair food. And what I'm going to do is just make sure I put this all through my braids, down my scalp, so that it feels good, girl. Okay? But you want to do this because you want to make sure your hair is healthy up under your sew-in. And that's one thing that people tend to forget. So here I'm just putting on the cap, and basically I'm going to put the cap on because I believe that the cap helps my hair last a little bit longer, but you don't have to put the cap in. Also, I have the closure here. I put concealer on it. I put a lighter one at first and I went back through it and put a darker color on there. And then on top of the part where the actual hair is, I put some sculpting powder on there and a darker color, and it kind of blended in. But also what you see me doing here is just sewing the area around my part because that's the area I'm going to cut. And I'm also going to cut the edge of this cap, so that way I don't know what I was saying. Okay, so I'm cutting the edge of the cap so that way that part won't be showing whenever I sew my hair down. And I'm not making a wig, so it's no purpose of me to keep the edges of this. And what you see me right here doing is making sure that this is where I want my closure to lay. And also I'm just gonna cut the extra lace that's on there, and that's what you see me doing now. Alright, so here I have my got to be glued, and I'm putting this on my edges so I can go ahead and lay my edges. I like to lay my edges beforehand because it just makes it a whole lot easier, because when you try to do it when you got the weave in, and you end up getting some on your weave and it's just no good, okay? But I'm just taking a regular toothbrush and just styling my edges the way I want to. Some people do theirs different than mine. Some people lay theirs different than mine. I like to do this one because this is what I'm good at, and I'm not gonna try nothing that I'm not good at. Okay, I mean, it's good to take chances, but I'm just gonna do what I know I'm comfortable with. And here I'm just showing you the hair that I use for my closure, and that was the 100% virgin hair. And then I used the Aliba natural, and that's pretty cheap. So what I'm doing here is just showing you how I lay my lace closure. Here I'm doing an understitch just because I believe that's what's better when doing a lace closure. Everybody have their own opinions, but I like doing this. This helps mine lay flat. And so I'm just showing you how I sew it in. Alright, so right here I'm just telling you that I'm using the Aliba hair. It was quite thin, but it actually turned out pretty thick once you doubled it. It was enough for me to double it and have some hair left over. And not to mention, I did buy another pack of another bundle just because I thought it wasn't going to be enough, just because of the reviews and everything. But this hair turned out to be perfect. So here I'm just going to show you how I sew it in. At first, you're going to see me take the needle and thread and go through the wefts of the part that I'm doubling, the open end that I'm doubling. And here, this is what I'm doing. I don't know why it took me so long. And y'all, when y'all see my lips and stuff move, I don't know why I do this when I'm concentrating. Like, I just be looking crazy, and I never noticed it until I go back and I'm looking at this video, and I'm like, girl, what you got going on, sis? Like, looking crazy and everything, moving your lips like that. So that's what I'm doing now. I'm just showing y'all how I did it. And then I'm just gonna start my tracks ear to ear. I normally do like the bottom first and then whatever else, but I'm just gonna go to ear because I felt like I wanted to try something different, and this actually worked. Okay, girl. And not to mention, this hair was $50. It came with 12, 14, no, I lied, 10, 12, 14, 3 bundles and a closure. The closure I did not like that came with it, so I went and bought the lace closure that I put on, and that was $15.99, which was Brazilian 10-inch, just because the top of my hair was a 10-inch. Somebody tell me what was the purpose of this clip. I'm literally just unraveling the 12-inch pack of hair. I think because I was trying to show y'all where the one pack got me, but I didn't even turn around. So this clip was pointless, but This is the 12 inch, y'all. Y'all see it's thin. Yeah, well, look what we got here. So here you see me sewing in the 12 inch that I just showed y'all in the pointless clip that I unraveled, but I'm just sewing that in here. Nothing too particular. Also, I saw that some people like to do stitch through the weft, and some people like to just go under the braid and under the weft. It really does not matter how you stitch, but just make sure at least you go through the weft like 3 times while you're sewing in your hair, just to make sure it's secure. You get what I'm saying? You don't have to, but I recommend it, like I said, just to make sure it's secured. So right here, I was trying to attempt to show you how I was doing it, but I kind of failed because my big old hands was in the way. But I guess y'all get the point. Right in here is the finished products, ladies, and maybe some gentlemen. But there you have it. Like I said, if you want a more detailed video, it's showing you how I sew and do my closure, just let me know. Like, comment, subscribe. I love you all. And peace out, honey. See you later.